Okay, Ipagania just sent a statement. It's 3 points from 3 goals, only third leg of Ipagania Premiership. So this is an early warning to say that we are the champions and we want to maintain our status as the champions. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Nevertheless Commentaries. Igama lami nguSipho Ndlovu. Ngiyabonga kakhulu nesupport abafowethu. Thank you. We appreciate that. Continue doing the same thing. Ipagania approach this match namhlanje with the 1-4-2-3-1 as always. That's their tradition. On the other end, Chippa United is a 1-4-3-3. But the only thing that you could note namhlanje is that Coach Abdel Samado approached the match with double number 8 using Omokobot, Densin. You could see that he wanted to control in the middle, and also using Utito as a number 10. Sometimes we drop back in and play as a flat 3 with Densin or Omokobot, depending on the phase of the match. But within the match, there were so many variances that were happening. Sometimes our police would drop back and play the number 8 role in Arau Auto to run down the lines, which saw Tito running in between the lines, trying to exploit those spaces with his well-timed run. And also, on the other end of the wing play, I think he functioned very, very well to ensure that a player like Jones remained at his position to try and keep it shape for Chippa United. If you look at the first half of Chippa, I think they were very, very tactically sound. You could see their defense, it was a 4-3, and if front line of approach or if front line confrontation figure out John Kemis, I was very surprised to Bonu Kemis playing a wing role as a winger, because we know him as a fullback, but this evening was playing as a winger. But they were the first line of confrontation over Orlando Pirates, and you could see clearly those 3 lines of defense in the middle with Mosele in the center and have a player like Kumfetsane, Nochoben, who were very, very compact, trying to deny Utansi, Nomakobo, Tito space in the middle and try and compact as much as possible in the pockets to deny Abombutuma and Abotito those spaces. But Utita, I think, was very, very smart in finding spaces between the lines, which didn't result too much on the first half, because I think Chippa was very, very outstanding in terms of their defense on the first half. Nothing much to talk about in the first half, but when the game changed on the second half, you could see that there's something that Abdel Samado said to his players, and you could see how they approached a very, very stagnant defense of Chippa United. And we clearly saw in the 49th minute, 4 minutes into the second half, Tito got a chance, and then Unabali came in to rescue and actually pull off a beautiful save on that one, which actually kept the score respectable with 0-0 draw. But the problem happens when coach from Chippa's side ends up changes. I think Brian Trutalapaya somehow he was correct with those changes. They were necessary, but they were going to destabilize the approach. So a technical approach it was going to be destabilized a bit, because those players came with different dynamics to add into that field of play. Sikuruma Autukabi is introducing Udlamin, who is an out-and-out winger, and then Uchoben out and introduces Siabi, and those 2 players, they didn't get a time to rest or to settle into the match. The Pirates used that window of opportunity to exploit those minor adjustments that Chippa was trying to make, and then Tito find a beautiful pass either between Jones Noma Baralapaya Etole Ulungu didn't waste time. A nice first touch and slotted. It was very, very hard and low. I don't think Unabali could have done anything better other than what he did, Lapaya. And then in the back of the net, Ipagania Hambe celebrated Koneni, and then it was 1-0. Now, when the Pirates scored, the entire dynamic of the game changed. Already with the introduction of Abadar Bafarano Lamin and Osiab, it was a technical approach, a new technical approach that was introduced by Brendan Tudor. But now, I think there was a little bit of panic, because now they were trailing with 1-0. I think that gave Pirates an ample time to capitalize on their panic. Within 4 minutes, they got in a corner and slotted in the back of the net a second goal by header Kalehonolo CM, who had a very, very fantastic game namhlanje, and then he goal was the icing on the cake. So Umfana, I think he's grown leaps and bounds, and he's showing that I was the defender of the season last season, and this season also I continue where I've left off. And while speaking about a defender like UCM, we can't leave outside to Sibisi. I think he's been fantastic throughout the season. I know it's only been 3 days, but after he came back from the World Cup, I think I'm seeing a different Sibisi altogether. He just take his game to the next level. And I haven't seen a defender who, at the age of his Sibisi, can still actually take his game to the next level like he did. So for that, I think as a captain, he's leading by example. And we need to be appreciative of that. And Amapagania need to be proud that they have a captain like Nkosinathi Sibisi. I think he's a difference also in that defense. Orlando Pirates, he cover Sibisi that they provide for players like Otto. I think it's very, very fantastic. But also in the middle, progression player by Omakobo Dino Tansin, I think it is very, very critical. And you could not see that the players like Unduli, the players like Umbata, the player like Ukesh Abeko in the middle of the play. But these boys, the way they handle themselves in the middle of the pack as double number 8, I think it's very, very fantastic. And the approach Abdeslam Wadu once a clicker, because you will see the season, he doesn't want a player that sits as a number 6 to try and shield the defense. And I don't think he has those options, because I think Ukesh is injured, and also Unduli also is injured. So I don't think he has an option to that extent to have a player that will sit and actually shield the defense. But I think these 2 number 8, I think they're doing a very, very incredible job in terms of progression of play, but also dropping back to try and help as a rest defense. So that is very, very incredible at what the Pagania is doing. The game wasn't very, very beautiful, but I think they grinded and gotten the important result. And that is very, very important, because not all games are going to be a nice, shiny, beautiful football that the Pagania is known for, because sometimes the opponent could be very, very hard to deal with. And looking at the fact that the approach cheap and was a 4-3, and you could see all 3 lines of defense, but with a semi-mid block, that they were actually prepared to be compact in front of goal and ensure that they deny Pirate and open or obvious chances in front of goal. But that window period that they've given the Pirates by mass substitution, I think the Pirates used that opportunity to slot one in the back of the net, and immediately they got in the corner, and then they scored the second one. And then I think from that point on, the game from Pagania was won. And I think when it comes to players, Afana and Osam being introduced for Figueiredo, Ubonane being introduced for Mlojwa, Uchabalala being introduced for Mfetana, I think it was Brendan Trudeau trying to give some of his players a minute in the field of play, because the game was already lost at that moment. Because when you speak about that moment, Pirates had scored a third goal. And somehow Abdeslam took out Masongani and put on Masilela, took out Apolis and put on Josetsile, took out Mbutu and put on Msendami. And as I was sitting here, those changes didn't make sense, but they brought a different dynamic in terms of the approach to Pagania, because they didn't have an out-and-out number 9. When they take out Mbutuma, you'd think they would bring in Radio Para, but they did not. Instead, they brought players who will play in between the lines and try and exploit those pockets that were there, or try and create spaces compact defense Chippa United by introducing those players, because these are players, particularly Josetsile, I think is very, very skillful. So he's capable to actually open those spaces. And if you look at Msendami pace, I think it was going to be evident when they open those spaces to actually exploit those spaces with the bustling pace and punish Chippa United. But before that even happened, Pirates, I think, was strategically very, very organized to force Chippa to play certain passes on their build-up phase, and they capitalized on that when Ipolan Fiang Matingwane, and then Msendami pressed him, and actually Wali Lipola, and then he was one-on-one goalkeeper, which he slotted in the back of the net. I think it was very, very important goal for Sendami. He's been with the Pirates for over 6 months now, and I think that goal will cement him as the pioneer, and you could see how happy he was with his celebrations. So congratulations to him, congratulations to Pioneer Wonke, congratulations to Coach Abdesamado and his squad. He shows that even if games are not favorable for the Orlando Pirates, though they were controlling Ebola for much periods of the game, but the way Chippa Bay compacting a corner, he showed Abdesamado that somehow he do have ways to crack open such compact defense, all those reinforced defense. Given a chance, he has what it takes to actually crack that open, and his players are capable and are more than capable to actually do that job for him. So congratulations to Pioneer. They are on the top of the league right now. I think it was a very, very good win for them going to the weekend. If Lake with Isekukune, if Lake semi-final MTN 8. So without wasting any further time, if you watch until this far, please smash that like to show us that you watch the entire video, and also you may say what you think about the performance of the Pirates and also how Chippa approach the game. Maybe you can tell us where do you think Coach Brendan Truter lost his match namhlanje. But thank you for supporting in the various commentaries. I truly appreciate you. I love you so much. May you have a fantastic week from tomorrow until the weekend when we meet again. Bless you.